Hi guys, this is Angela Brooks, and when I say I'm determined to get this video done today, I am literally sitting at the local library outside. The wind was not blowing when I got here, but now it is. So, however, I wanted to show you how to get a top voice badge on LinkedIn. I'm going to turn my video off because the wind is really crazy, but I wanted to get this information to you. So, just follow along with me, if you will. I don't have any of the cute props, the excellent lighting, all the things, but I'm determined to get this message to you. So my name is Angela Brooks, and this is a masterclass towards to go along with the Pulse of LinkedIn that I produced a little bit about a month ago. So if you've already been through the Pulse of LinkedIn, you understand where I'm going with this. If you have not, look in the description of this video wherever it is listed, and you'll see the link to get started there so that you get your profile built up the way it needs to be built so that this will also go along with your profile. So I am going to turn off my video and I'm going to turn on my screen share. Let's see if I can get some things turned off here that we don't need. All right, here is my LinkedIn page. This is my profile. And I'm going to share two different things with you today. Number one, I want to show you how to use the new search bar that most people don't know how to use. And I'm going to also show you how to earn this nice top social media marketing voice. Now, that's not the only badge. That's the one that I worked for. So you find what you want your voice to be, and that's where you'll work as I show you how to do this. Let me show you when you, first of all, the top voice badge, there is a blue one from LinkedIn, and that's pretty much for big influencers. I haven't figured out how to get a blue one just yet, but I am in process, and when I do, I will share that with you as well. I know it takes a lot of work. Got to have over a certain amount of followers, and I want to think it's like 30,000. So if you're not following me here on LinkedIn, please send me a connect so that I can get my numbers up and we can connect. Send me a DM so that I can say hello to you. But this little button gives you an influencer figure that people are looking for who are the top voices on LinkedIn. And when LinkedIn gives you this, it says that you have made enough comments and that you are someone worthy to listen to, that you have a voice that is very active on the platform. So when you click on this badge, you have your own little banner that pops up with a community top voice. These are people on LinkedIn that find Angela Brooks a noteworthy contributor to collaborative articles in the following skills. And that's social media marketing, partnerships, and social media. And you can choose which one of these that you want to have displayed. So let me show you where those are displayed. This little pencil here is the magic button, as I call it, the little wand. And we're going to scroll down till we see community. I scrolled past it. Community top voice badge. Then you're going to click this down arrow and it shows you the badges that I have earned. I particularly like the social media marketing one because that's the way I've built my business. So I keep that on display. I'm going to hit the save button to make sure that stays up. If you hear squeaking, there is a umbrella above me that is getting blown around by the wind. I don't know if I can get that down. I'm not. I'm going to try. Maybe that'll sound better. And on your profile, I always want to have my top voice social media marketing as my number one keyword on my profile because that's what people are looking for. And as you're making comments on LinkedIn, which I hope you're making at least 5 to 10 comments on other people's posts a day because comments are absolutely gold on this particular platform. That's how you get in front of people that you would not know or follow. And when you are doing comments, this is what people will see in that 10-second little blip of getting to know who you are. So I want that to be first because then people will come over. They're going to follow you. They usually send a direct message, which is where you can actually get to know people. So with that being said, before I go into how I have earned the badge, I want to show you this little search button up here. For years, I had Sales Navigator, which I had it for free for a long time before LinkedIn realized that I was getting it for free. I never found it useful for my particular business simply because that's more for recruiters, people looking for employees, um, and more corporation type things. I didn't find it useful for me. Everybody has their own opinion on that. So I am a premium member, which means anybody that comes into LinkedIn, you get more perks and your posts are pushed out more than if you have a basic LinkedIn, which I know nobody wants to pay for their platforms. However, if we're going to use these for business, we want to use them to the most possible engagement purposes and get the most out of our time while we're on the platform. So I do pay for the lowest package, which is still pretty pricey. And it's like $60 a month. But the people who come in and grab the Pulse of LinkedIn course, I have 10 premium giveaways that are, I think it's 60 days that you get it for free. I send you the link, you click on it, and you can use the premium for free. And after 60 days, you'll decide whether it's for you or not. How much, and it all depends on how much you're going to use LinkedIn. I'm on here every day. This is my main platform. So it has been worth the money for me particularly. But I do have some of those left. So if you don't have the Pulse of LinkedIn course yet, look at the bottom of this video and the link will be there. So another thing that people used to only get with Sales Navigator that you can now get right here with this little search button that nobody will tell you about because it's just, I don't know why nobody teaches this, but it's new in 2024. It's really cool to use, and I have it set up with like 3 or 4 different feeds, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to go up to search, put your little cursor in there, and you're going to hit your return button. It's going to give you this nice little toolbar here with all of these options, which you used to only see in Sales Navigator. We're going to click on Post, and we're going to let that populate, and then we're going to click on From Member, and then I am going to add some names. Now like I said, I have these feeds set up because there's certain people that I want to have a conversation with only. Why is that not working today? All filters. Top match, top 24 from a person. Add a person's name. Okay. I'm going to put Judy in here. She is somebody that I follow very closely. She's a smart gal. Another person I follow is Kevin Turner. He keeps up with all of the new updates on LinkedIn, so I can just go to his page and see what the newest updates and upgrades are without having to do all the research for myself. I'm going to add Jeremy. I already have these set up, but I'm just doing this to show you how it is done. Jeremy, oops, I think I spelled his name wrong. Jeremy Neal. He is somebody that does Social Saturday every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And it's like an all-day feed. He gets it started. And if you commented on like this Saturday, the next Saturday, your name would be tagged so that people could follow you. I have had some of the best connections with this. And let me add one more. I'm going to add Nick Martin. He's a good one. There's Nick. He is a top voice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the show results button. And this is going to show only those people that I put into that feed, what they've posted in the last 7 days, 30 days. You can, the top match, of course, you can change that. The latest post, let's see. And Nick posted, oh my gosh, that was 4 years ago, but somebody clearly has commented on it to pull it back up. That one is 3 years. Of course, I know Kevin, let me, oh, I didn't show results. There we go. There we go, 8 hours, because Nick posts all the time. Who's using AI to support the proposal writing? Absolutely me. And then there's Kevin 1 day ago. This is his newest LinkedIn features. He's great to follow for that. But the coolest thing about this is you go up here into your search bar and you copy. You can copy that, and I have it listed over in my Evernote, or you can, well, can't move it. You can go up and you can bookmark it into bookmark that tab. And then every time you want to go make a comment on just these people's post, you can go to your bookmark and just click on that link. And you can name it whatever you want to name. I've got one that's top voice. I've got one that's top social media post. I've got one that is influencers on LinkedIn. So name it whatever you want to, but that is a wonderful little thing to keep you active and engaging with people that you want to get in front of. Okay, now let's go back over here to my home button. And on this home button, you will see the contribution expertise. That is something new that LinkedIn has put on my page. And I am very grateful that they think that my voice is large enough for them to reach out to me and give me these extra little whippets here. So I'm gonna click here. This says you've been there and done that. We want to hear how. You've been invited to a selected group of experts like yourself to share your insights, advice, and experiences. What, and these little grayed out is the name of the tag that you would be working on. So you find the tag that you want to work, what you want your top voice to be. This is writing direct sales. I have done some direct sales. But the biggest thing is I try to get in there while this number is low. There's only been 4 experts contributed to this particular question. The sooner you get into a question, the higher you are up on the response list. And that way people can see you. Again, they will see your picture. And when they click on the picture, they'll see your profile status at the top of the page. So I don't see anything in the area that I particularly want to chat in. So I'm going to go down here to view all collaborative articles. And I'm going to go, these are all topics that you can explore. And you can just go to the main feed here if you want to, but I like to stay in the topic that I want my badge to be so that I'm only working in that particular area. So I'm going to go down here to see all topics. And then I'm going to go over to the S because it's social media. And we're going to scroll down. Social sales and marketing I've done before. Let's see, there we are. So, social entrepreneurship is good question. Social media marketing is where I'm going to go. And this is where I'm going to find a question. There's 8 contributions here, 15, 5, 6, 8. I try to see when there's a 57, I usually don't get into that because nobody, it's almost like it closes, your voice is dampened. Let me scroll. Here's how to support, network, handle, recover from social media marketing failures. Here's how you can create a support network. Healthy life as a social media marketer. That only has 7 contributions. Let's jump in here and see what we can do. And it says right here, you're in the top 3% of quality contributors to social media marketing. Show off your badge and keep making contributions. What that's telling me is I already have that badge. And in order to start working on another one, I would have to go in and find a topic that I want to contribute to and start working on that. But this is what I do. And this takes a little bit of time. It's something that you've got to do at least an hour a week. And I don't do it all at one time by all means. The other thing that I use is I use Chat GPT. I have a collaborative feed already set up so that it knows what I'm doing and how I want to respond. So let me pause, jump over here and grab some info. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell ChatGPT, I'm going to get that set up real quick so that it knows what we're doing. Hopefully it knows what we're doing. Okay, I am using the new Google Gemini Chat GPT. It's like Chat GPT, but it is AI generated. I do not have the upgraded version. I've just been using the basic for right now. I may upgrade later, but for right now, it's doing a good job. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a prompt here at what I want it to do for my LinkedIn conversations that I'm going to have. Let me move this bar down here. I can't move it nowhere. Wanted it to get out of the way. I am going to, I've already grabbed it and I want it to say, I'm going to create a social media post based on the information I give you. I want it to be written in my tone, my signature style, a little bit of sass and wit, just right, and the right amount of sarcasm, fix common mistakes, correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization with a space between each for easier reading. Wait until I give you the copy. Do you understand the task before we start? I understand perfectly. I'll wait for your copy and craft a social media post that blends with your new unique voice, fun, witty, and ever so lightly sarcastic with a proper grammar and punctuation. Think of me as your social media hype man, ready to turn your words into an engaging post. So I am now going to jump back over here to LinkedIn. Not that one, this one. And I'm going to, it says start a contribution. Question number 1, I'm just going to highlight all of these and I'm going to take it over to Gemini. Respond with a, with less than 300 CHAR characters for this post. And the next 5 posts I give you. And it says, workaholics beware, establish boundaries and stick to them, set work hours. And we do not want to use hashtags. Do not use hashtags in these responses because LinkedIn doesn't, they ask us not to do that. So I'm going to pop this in here. Oh, that's not enough. All right. It's got to be. Let's go back. Try again with, I'm going to say 400 characters. Sometimes you just have to kind of play with it to get it to work the way you want to. Um, Walking out doesn't mean just leaving the office. You even have one of those days. Treat your work day like a shift, set hours. Trust me, you'll be a productive machine, not a burnout mess. I like that. And so I'm going to put that here and I'm going to add. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to give it the insightful icon and I'm going to like my post so that I can see that I've, number one, that I've answered this question when I scroll through, but I like what I comment. So I'm going to like my own post. Some people think it's weird. You do you. I'm going to like my post. It also shows more activity on LinkedIn that there is already a like once it is posted. Even though it's me, it's counted. So the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to copy it, take it over to Gemini, and I'm going to post it. See if I don't need to give it as many character explanations. Feeling buried in social media tasks before you panic scroll. Prioritize. Tackle the most important things first. Plan content with a calendar to avoid last minute meltdowns. Remember, done is often better than perfect. I like that. It's doing way better than ChatGPT was doing since it didn't want to work today. And I'm going to post this, add it. I'm going to use the insightful post for this. And now I'm going to scroll back to the top. I usually answer at least two out of the 7 questions that's there. Scroll back up. I'm going to go back to social media questions. I'm going to find another one that I want to contribute to. What do you do if you want to maximize the benefits? Again, I'm looking at the number of contributions. Less is best to stay higher in the feed. There's 6. How can we create a support network? Keep looking. 22, 10, 11, 27. A lot of people hang out in the social media circle, so I may have to go back up to those other ones. 10, there's an 8. How do you do social media analysis? What's 21? Go to the bottom. 15. Scrolling. How do you leverage social media presence, boost online value? Let's try this one. There's only 5 contributions. It's 4 days old. I'm still in the top 3% of the social media top voice question. I'm going to start a contribution and I'm going to copy this, take it back over to Gemini, see what his, her, whatever. Says social media ghosting is so last season. Respond to okay, yeah. Because it's talking about respond to comments, participate in conversations, which is huge, is something you absolutely should do. And social media ghosting, Q&As, if it's not about you talking, build a community and watch loyalty grow. This is a fact. Responding to other people's posts is more powerful than what you write in your own. I'm going to use the insightful. I'm going to come down to the bottom of this, make sure that, this is what I'm looking for. There we go. Go back to number 2. Utilize analytics. Social media platform provide analytic tools that allow you to track engagement. Absolutely pay attention to those. We'll drop this into Chat or Gemini. Just posting and praying social media analytics are your secret weapon. I do agree. See what content hits and what misses. Tailor your strategy to what resonates with your audience. I like it. And it says right here, it's 397 characters, which is perfect. So I'm going to drop this here. And there you go. Like my post with the insightful emoji. And I'll just do one more. Well-crafted content strategy is essential. Let's see what Gemini has to say about that. There's more and more AI for our social platforms, so getting used to using it, this is a perfect way to get started. So a well-crafted content strategy is essential for maintaining a consistent, engaging social media. Social media, not a one-night stand. Craft a content plan and reflection. I'm not going to use the no problem. I'm going to pull that out. Engagement is key. All right, there we go. And that's what you're going to do on repeat for, and I've never counted exactly, but I usually try to answer 6 questions a day, and you see it doesn't take very long to do. But you can go to the top, you can change marketing platforms, but find the article topic, what tag that you want it to be, so that you can work in that particular area until you get your first tag. I'm going to say it took me at least 10 days to get my first one. And after that, and I saw what was working and what would make it pop up, then I was able to get the second one within very short period of time. So let me stop my share. Well, there we go. So the next one I was able to get much quicker because I knew exactly what I was working on and how many that I need to do each day for it to count. And every single time that you log in and you go to the collaborative article, it'll tell you where it said that 3%, it'll tell you how far you are away from getting your badge. You know, when it says 21%, you're getting on into the numbers, then it's going to drop into the 10. And as soon as it drops under that 10%, you'll get a notification from LinkedIn within, I'm going to say 48 hours. Let me show you one more thing. I put my glasses back on so I can see what I'm showing you. Close that. Close that. There we go. On our profile. Now this is the beginning parts of you getting connected to people on LinkedIn. And the biggest thing here is LinkedIn supporting you. Well, I'm not sure why it's not wanting to do that. Let's reload. But LinkedIn, once they see that you're an active participant on the platform, it's going to start putting you in front of other people, and you're going to be under the people you should follow list. So there you go. I hope, even though we're outside at the library using their internet, and I hope the traffic wasn't too loud. However, I wanted you to have this information, and there you go. If you have not completed the Pulse of LinkedIn yet, you need to grab that. It's going to be at the bottom of the video, and I will see you in the next video, and I will share the newest updates that LinkedIn has, so stay tuned. If you're not on the email list, make sure you get on that, and I will talk to you then.